Hello students, welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are doing great. Well, exams are going on and I always make sure that I have the question papers. Once the exam is over, I request my students to share the question papers with me so that I can see what all questions have come, whether the notes that I have shared are relevant or not, whether it covered all those questions or not. If there are any more questions which were not already covered in the notes, I make sure to add that also in the notes. So in case you are also appearing for any examination, make sure that you are sharing the question papers with me in this particular number. Well, it might not help you, but it is definitely going to help your juniors because I can include those questions as well in my notes. And that eventually, if your seniors are sharing the question papers, that is going to be beneficial for you. So make sure that you are sharing the question papers so that I also have some idea on what kind of questions they are asking, what is the pattern and all of that. Now, because I have already seen so many question papers, it becomes a bit easier for me to tell you the important topics or the important portions from the entire syllabus. Because even though you have like a very wide syllabus, there are certain topics which are like quite often repeated. Certain questions are asked almost in every single semester examination. So it helps if you are looking at the previous year question papers, you do get a fair idea on what kind of questions they are asking. So in today's video, I am going to discuss or rather analyze the March and April 2024 Constitution Law 1 question paper with you. This is odd semester question paper which is applicable for both 3 years LLB as well as 5 years LLB. So Constitution 1 as a subject, it is included both for 5 years course as well as for 3 years course, having the exact same syllabus. So all the topics, everything is same, and as a result question paper is also same. So this is a question paper that one of my students shared, and thank you so much for doing that because it is going to help a lot of your juniors. Now this was for 80 marks definitely, because 20 marks you get from the assignments and from all the internal examinations that you have. Now if you look at the starting of the question paper, they mentioned that answer all 5 units, as in you do not have the option that okay, from unit 1 I will answer 4 questions and maybe unit 2 I am skipping. You don't have that option anymore in KSLU examination. There are 5 units. From each of those units you are going to get 4 questions and you need to attempt 2 questions from each of the units. 1 long question, 1 short question from each of the 5 units. This is what is the pattern of question paper. So from unit 1, they asked for 10 marks. The first question is Indian Constitution unitary in nature? Comment. So this is coming from the features of Indian Constitution. So what are the provisions or what are the articles that reflect Constitution of India as having a unitary feature or a unitary nature that you need to write. So this was for 10 marks from unit 1. Or there was another option for 10 marks. Explain objectives enshrined in the preamble to the Constitution of India. In my notes as well, I have made a detailed answer for preamble to the Constitution of India because there are certain objectives which were enshrined in the preamble. So that question is already there and they have asked something similar to that only. Explain objectives enshrined in the preamble to the Constitution of India for 10 marks. Well, a lot of times I do get questions from students saying that how many pages should I write for 10 marks? How many pages should I write for 5 marks? Regarding that also, I have made a detailed video on my channel. How to answer in law examination. I have mentioned how many pages you should write, how you need to write your answers. Everything is explained there. Make sure you are checking that video out as well. Then there is for 6 marks, there is a problem based question. That is a person who lives in India continuously for 10 years registering himself as a foreign citizen, seeks to have Indian citizenship when he is not allowed to stay in India as a foreign citizen. Will he succeed in it? Advise. So as if you are advising a client, you need to write that particular answer, mentioning or referring to the applicable articles from the Constitution of India. And this question was for 6 marks. Or there is an option, constitutionalism, that is also for 6 marks. You can attempt either of the two. So constitutionalism, I have already made a detailed answer in my notes as well. So this question came. So these are all the questions from Unit 1 which we have. Now coming to Unit 2 for 10 marks question. First question we have is, no person shall be denied equality before law and equal protection of law within the territory of India. Examine. This is for 10 marks. Again, this is covered in notes as well. Or explain the scope of state under Article 12 of the Constitution of India with the help of decided cases. In my notes, I have given plenty of cases as well for Article 12 because this is one of the most repeated questions by far I have seen. Article 12, definition of state, is commonly asked. So if you are preparing for your examination, Constitution 1, make sure you are reading this question properly. Okay, Article 12, definition of state, it is covered in my notes as well, and it is very, very important. Also, it's important for us to know, right, what is the definition of state, what all bodies are included or covered under this term. So these are the questions for 10 marks from Unit 2. For 6 marks, we have doctrine of eclipse, which is again another very common topic, covered in my notes as well. Or there is an option, the state of Maharashtra provides grant in aid to all degree courses except the recognized private law colleges on the ground of patriarchy of fund. Can it be challenged under Article 14 of the Constitution? Advise. Again, it is a problem-based question. You need to answer as if you are giving advice to one of your clients. So this is for 6 marks. Then from Unit 3 we have a question for 10 marks. No citizen of India shall be discriminated on grounds only of religion, race, caste, sex, place of birth or any of them. So you need to explain that particular provision again. This is for 10 marks from Unit 3. Or you have the option Article 19(1)(a). From there they have asked it. Freedom of speech and expression is indispensable in democracy. It is very important. You need to analyze that. There are also plenty of cases are there, plenty of examples that we have seen, right? Recent examples are also there, which you can mention in your answer to make it more detailed and more proper. So this was for 10 marks. Then for 6 marks we have freedom of assembly. You need to write a short note on freedom of assembly. Or there is a question, the state imposes a restriction on the movement of prostitutes on the ground of public health and morals. It is challenged as an infringement of Article 19(1)(d) and 19(1)(g) of the Constitution of India. Advice. So there also you need to give your own grounds, you need to give your own reasons as if you are advising to a client. Like that you need to answer. So this was for 6 marks. Then from Unit 4, they have asked what are the constitutional protections available to arrested person. Explain. This also well explained in my notes as well. Very important topic. What are the protections available to arrested person? Not just under the Constitution of India, but also as per different guidelines laid down by Supreme Court of India in different cases. So what are the protections available to arrested person? You need to write that for 10 marks. Or you have another question from Unit 4. Explain the scope of right to life and personal liberty under Article 21 of the Constitution of India. Again, very important. If you are reading Constitution of India, Article 12, Article 21, Article 19, sure shot you are going to get questions from these articles. So this was for 10 marks they had asked. Then for 6 marks they asked to write a short note on double jeopardy. This is again covered in my notes as well. Or there is another problem based question. In a police station, specimen, fingerprint and handwriting of the accused person is taken. Can it be challenged as a violation of Article 20 Clause 3 of the Constitution of India advice? This again is a problem based question for 6 marks. So either you write the short note or you answer the problem based question. Then last unit, unit 5. From there for 10 marks we have explain the cultural and educational rights of the minorities, or explain the writ of habeas corpus. Again, these are covered in my notes. Writs are also very important from unit 5. Some or the other question you would get only. It might be that write in general about all the 5 writs, or they might ask specifically about one writ and you need to explain that. So writ is also very important topic from unit 5. Then for 6 marks, Uniform Civil Code, you need to write a short note or validation clause under Article 31B of the Constitution of India. So either of these questions you can attempt. So these were all the questions. 4 questions from each of the units, 5 units altogether. So these were all the questions which were asked this year in this particular examination, semester examination. Now if you look at the question paper, it's not very tough. I would say it's like an average sort of a question paper, because these problem based questions, right, you have an option. Oftentimes students find it difficult to answer the problem based questions, but they are able to manage the other normal questions. So in case you are one of them, you can simply skip the problem based questions and you can attempt the short notes. So there were 4 problem based questions which were asked this time, and for all of these questions you had the option of attempting the short notes as well. And also these questions were for 6 marks and not for 10 marks. So I would say that this was like an average level question paper. Do let me know if you have appeared for this examination, how hard or how easy you find this particular question paper. And also if you want me to make more of these question paper analysis videos, make sure that you are sharing the question papers, and I will make sure to make a video regarding that as well. Because looking at the question papers give us a clear idea on how or what should we read, how we should prepare for our examination, right? And also, by the way, for Constitution 1, I have made another video explaining how to read Constitution 1, what all topics you need to focus, what you need to read, what you can skip, all of that I have explained. There is one more video wherein I have shared a list of important questions from Constitution 1 as well. So make sure you are checking out those videos as well if you are appearing for Constitution 1 examination or you are preparing for that particular thing. So that's all for this question paper analysis video. I hope that you found this video helpful, and I hope that it helps you in preparing for your examination. So with that, I will end today's video. If you are having any exam coming up, all the best for that, and bye bye for now.